teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. They're going to run it. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch! And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep down the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. He missed it. Off target that time. With that miss, no change in the score.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
The 55-yard miss, the offense sets up for the 38. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
He makes the grab. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. And the Trojans line up on first and 10. They'll run it here. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play fake, looking to throw. Comes up with the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense sits back in a zone cover. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Touchdown, Southern Cal, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Chris, this is what makes this quarterback so dangerous. There's just only so much a defense can do to contain him. He is so fast. You can plan for it all you want, but planning and the execution are two different things.
Went after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. He's in the clear. Touchdown, LSU, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment to that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up. And, of course, you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes him pay for it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking deep to the right side. And he makes the grab inside the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk is beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Inside give now from the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different...
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, USC.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Young momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back. Looks left and finds his target there. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
This time, a completion. That's a solid lead. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. Were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or is the defense going to step up as we head to the second quarter?
21, LSU, 14.
Fourth down, the offense will go for it. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw to his receiver. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Off play action. He's looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it go quickly. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. They drag him down after a big game. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Slides the quick throw. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught by the receiver. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, that's another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Keeping it on the ground here. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Makes the grab. Can he get there? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. And the Trojans looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
LSU, 14.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Bringing pressure. And they heave it deep downfield. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, what a grab! He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. And the Trojans will line up on first and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass caught. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
On the move now. He lets it go on the move. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
Grab behind the line. It's John. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, this running back is very dangerous in the open field as a runner. Here we see him catching the football as a receiver, but the defense does a great job of keeping him short of the first down marker.
Target, it's no good. So a 17-point lead after that miss.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll throw it now. Receiver makes the catch. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Just time enough for one more play in the half. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. That is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he fields it inside the 15. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Passes the 40. Breaks loose at the 45. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They are pouring it on now.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table to this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
LSU 14.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Design quarterback run. Legs still churning, won't go down. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Ball handed to the running back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
And he takes it around the 20. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. He'll hand it off. Running with it. Look at that powerful running.
Well, that's the advantage of having a big running back like that. They're just so tough to bring down. This guy always seems to fall forward, and you almost never see him tackled for a loss.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Oh, and another incompletion.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
First down, looking to throw the football. He makes the grab. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. On the run here, taking a deep shot. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. It's still a 24-point margin after the miss. Trojans offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
The short hands. It's dull. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. That's a nice pickup there. They buy some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. Jukes to get free. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they pick up the first on the ground. When they bring him down at the 1, but set up now. First and goal from there. The Trojans line it up with first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he